note on introduction to the Bible. Um, I was thinking that this is not something one would need to brag about. On the contrary, there's criticism on the subject, and I can hear people asking um, why introduction to this. This is a beginner's guide to. I mean, go on. You're a grown up. You're an adult. On and on. Even if you're a teenager, go for the real thing. Yes, of course, that's true. But then I also, on one hand, I think that for me, I'm not speaking for a white audience. In fact, there's a virtual audience of zero, maybe, but that's just not relevant in this moment now. And for me, it works. Then this is a very interesting, good book with a lot of points of view. Very well done. It has the Oxford etiquette label of excellence on it, so that's wonderful. That's how I, in fact, thought this is really worth looking at least, and then going through. I enjoyed it. It's only 4 hours and 40 minutes thereabouts long, so it's not huge. It's not flimsy. It's not 3 pages long either. And in my case with the Bible, it was in early childhood when I had a sort of a babysitter, an old woman as a babysitter, 60, 70 years old, who went on and on and on about the Bible. So the contact with the real thing had the opposite effect, and now I'm trying other ways. So I congratulate myself on trying, even if I've been an atheist, influenced by the likes of, let me think, comedians like Ricky Gervais and Bill Maher with his Religulous or something like that, the documentary where he mocks religion. Then there's also the solid work of Nathaniel Branden, who in his psychological effects of religion can find none that is good. Well, kindness be good to the other, and they're known from outside, that's his point. And the fact that there is someone watching over anything I do can be overwhelming, especially when that involves severe punishment for masturbation when young, 40 years later, and so on and so on. Original sin, and there's more in that. And returning, this book is looking at Martin Luther, the Reformation, very interesting. It says Reformation is not a strong enough word, because what happened with the multitude of sects of religious views that were born after that, it's flabbergasting or more. And then it looks at the Bible and politics, Bible in the arts, in art, paintings with a biblical subject, and indeed it begins with an evaluation. This is the best known book, and one of, if not the very the most important one that there is. It's one of the most relevant anyway. And am puțină treabă acum dacă. And so it's one of the it's out there with Marx, the Capital, and the Wealth of Nations, and so on. And indeed, the West has its fundamentals, its core inspiration in the Bible. And this is a marvelous book which mentions Thomas Mann, Joseph and his brothers. He mentions the Bible in the context of South Africa and apartheid, and so much more. Indeed. Gilead, and other modern works.